What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited about this YouTube thing. It's crazy. But I'm going about it the completely wrong way. I've already posted a video on here, but I haven't even introduced myself. So with this video, I'll be doing that, and I'll also be sharing a little bit of a story time. My name is Sino, and that's my name. And the reason why I decided to create a YouTube channel is because I love YouTube. I've been watching YouTube religiously since like maybe 2013 when I was in university, you know, that free campus Wi-Fi. Yeah, and my favorite YouTubers back then were like Jen M, Shirley B, Enyang, Patricia Bright, all of those people. So since then, I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel, but I felt like I don't really have anything that I'm particularly great at. But does it matter? I feel like YouTube is such a wide space nowadays, and there's so many people on YouTube participating, and I felt like, well, if it's something that I've always wanted to do, why not do it? So yes, that's my story. I'm gonna be doing this video in collaboration with this glass of because I'm a bit nervous. Believe it. Ooh, believe it or not. So yeah, as you can see, my face is done. And my thing with makeup is that I'm not a professional, I'm not a makeup guru or anything, but I've always loved makeup. So everything that I do, I've been self-taught. And then obviously with YouTube, a lot of your faves have taught me how to do my face like this. So if you'd like to see a video on how I got this look, I'll be posting that very soon as well. So yeah, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for supporting. Make sure that you subscribe, that you like, that you comment. Guys, let me tell you, I am so excited. I posted my first video last week, to this day, like 7 days ago, and I have 186 views. I have 26 subscribers and 17 likes. That's like mind-blowing for me. So it just goes to show that like I'm genuinely just like excited to be doing this. So as much as it doesn't really matter where it goes, because I'm just having a good time, it is nice to get like a bit of feedback every now and again. And all the comments in my first video are from people that I know. So like, guys, shout out to you. Like, I really appreciate the support. It's really hot. I'm filming in my bedroom. I'm on my bedroom floor right now, and my fan is really loud. So I think I'll just go through this video and melt my makeup off, because I'm trying to get the best sound I can. I don't want this video to be very long, so I'll just do my story time. But I think maybe I'll do get to know me tag kind of video at a later stage. But right now, I'm in the mood to gossip. So this story time is about it's about a date that didn't really go very well. So it's set back in, I think, 2017, and at the time I was living and working in Durban. I was single and just, you know, ready to mingle. So my friend and I went out to an event. My friend at the time was she is a makeup artist, so she was invited to like a modeling agency's end of year function. So we went to that and we had a really nice time. I happened to be chatting to this older gentleman, and we were having a very interesting conversation. Just chatting to someone interesting, not like, you know, anything weird. But he had his younger brother there with him, who kept wanting to insert himself into our conversation. And like, the thing is, he was like disturbing our flow a little bit. So as the although I found him attractive, I was annoyed because I was like enjoying chatting to his older brother. But anyway, he eventually came to me and he asked me for my number. So I gave him my number because at the time I was interested in like dating. Sorry, I'm just gonna blot pepper. Woo, it's hot. So this guy takes my number and we text a few times back and forth, and eventually he asked me on a date. We actually went on 2 dates, funny enough, but this time I'm telling you about the second date. The first date was alright, it wasn't terrible, but the second date. So this guy asks me to watch a movie with him at the cinema. Cool, not a problem. And I wanted to drive myself there so that I had the option of leaving when I wanted to leave. Because already by the first date, I kind of knew that I'm not really into this guy. We don't really have much chemistry, but I was like, what's wrong? We can go on a second date and I'll decide. So even though I told him that I want to drive myself, he came and he picked me up. So I was just like, ugh, whatever. Got into the front seat and there was this little like satchel, a little man bag on the front seat. Cool, no problem. I lift it up and I'm about to put it on the floor and the guy's like making a big fuss. No, don't put it on the floor. Please, like, put it on your lap. I was just like, okay, sorry. But in the back of my mind, I was wondering why it was such a big deal, but didn't matter. We carried on chatting, made our way to the mall. And then in the parking lot, as we were coming out, I took the bag off my lap and I got out, and the guy asked me, oh, please just carry it for me. Not a problem. And the bag was a little bit heavy, like heavier than a normal like handbag or a satchel should typically be. So I didn't mind. I carried the bag, and then he went to the boot to get himself a jacket, and then we walked into the mall. And the whole time I'm carrying the bag, he's not eventually like retrieving his handbag from me. His handbag. So eventually we get inside the mall, and we go to one of those like self-service stations, and he buys the movie tickets and pays with his bank card, which was in his pocket. Then we're heading to the lines where we buy like snacks and stuff, and he says that he needs to use the bathroom. He asked if I could please buy both of us popcorn and drinks, and there's money in the bag that I'm carrying, so I should use that to pay for stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay. Still a little bit weary about all the mystery around this bag, but it's not a big deal. It's fine. So he goes, and I asked, what drink would you like? Like, what snacks would you like? You know, I don't know him well enough to know what he likes. So he says, surprise me. So, okay. I get into the line, and eventually I'm at the counter. I order a slush for myself and a Coke for him. So then I go to open the bag to like fetch the money to pay. You will never guess what is inside the bag. Okay, I think I need to give you a little bit of background as to what this guy does, and maybe you can guess. So this guy is a bodybuilder. So he's like super tall, super buff, which isn't really my preference, but okay, it's fine. And he also owns his own security company. So he's a bodyguard. So I think maybe now you can guess what I found in the heavy man bag that he didn't want me to like let out of my sight. I opened the thing and there is a gun. A gun. Like a full-on dead gun in the bag. I was not impressed. So besides the gun, I like open one of the side compartments, and there is a wad of cash this thick in there. So I'm just like, I don't feel very kosher right now. I don't know why this person is carrying around so much cash and a gun. I guess it's got to do with his profession, but at the same time, why did he have me carry the bag? How does he know that I'm comfortable with guns? How does he know that I'm not going to be traumatized when I see a gun? So I was already very irritated. Shut up, Siri. Sorry. I was already really irritated by that because that was very inconsiderate of him. And so I took out money and I paid for the popcorn and the drinks. And then he came out from the bathroom and we went into the cinema and started watching the movie. I'm pissed. Like, pissed all the way off. Okay, now we're watching this movie, and I'm not even enjoying the movie because I'm just like, I want to go home. Oh, guy is in there just, being super romantic, doing the whole, stretching so he can put his arm around me, trying to feed me popcorn. He's laughing obnoxiously. Like, that's one of my pet peeves. I hate it when I'm with somebody and we're in public and they want to draw attention to themselves, because that draws attention, unnecessary attention to me as well, and I don't like that. I don't know. I'm just never attracted to like the loudest guy in the room. So he's there, just like laughing unnecessarily. And I guess a lot of it was just because I was over it. So the movie ends and we leave the cinema and he's trying to make small talk and I'm like, we get back into the car and I decide to confront him about the gun. So I ask him, dude, like, why did you have me carry your bag knowing that there's a gun and you didn't even like disclose that? You didn't even inform me, because you don't know what my experience with guns are. You don't know how I feel about guns. Why would you put me in that position without even giving me the option to decide for myself? Like, that's super dodgy and annoying and inconsiderate. He's like, relax, you know what I do for a living. I'm just like, yeah, but I deserve the option to decide whether I want to interact with your gun or not. That's my right, and you violated that right. So I think the date is over and I would like for you to take me home right now. Just some more context. This was around the time in 2017 where a lot of girls were going missing, a lot of girls were being abducted, and in the news there'd been a couple of instances that had happened in Durban. So I was generally just like, wary about strangers, wary about like the situations that I put myself in. So you must understand that going on a date with any man in general is a risk at that time. And now with this happening, I feel like, oh my gosh, I may be in danger. So as much as I wanted to confront this guy, like, and let him know exactly how I feel, I knew to like pull myself towards myself in case I made him upset and he decided, he wanted to punish me. I don't know why men do the things they do. So I've asked him to take me home, and there's like a standard like main route to my house. It's the route that we took from my house to the mall. Now we're driving to my place, but we're taking another route. And this route is through like dark areas and I feel like super uncomfortable at this point. So I bring it up and I'm asking him, why are you taking a long way and like back roads to my place? Bro, you know I'm uncomfortable. You've got a gun in your damn bag. Why are you making things more awkward than they are? You know girls are going missing. You know girls are getting killed all the time. Why would you make me feel even more uncomfortable than I already am? And he's just like, oh, you're so dramatic. You're this, you're that. I'm just like, okay, that's fine. Just take me TF home. So eventually we get to my place. I told the guy, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I won't be contacting you after this. I will also be blocking your number. Have a great life. Bye. Because what are you doing? But yeah, that's my story time. That was my date gone wrong. Okay, it didn't go wrong, but it had like the potential to go wrong. And I just feel like people need to be more considerate. Just because you're okay with something doesn't necessarily mean that everyone else views that particular thing the same way that you do. You're comfortable with violence, you're comfortable with guns because it's part of your line of work. But I, on the other hand, may have been in a situation where I came in contact with a gun and it wasn't so pleasant. So you need to at least let me know if you've got me lugging around your gun. So yeah, and look, dating in general is very tricky, but I think it would be a lot easier if we were just like a bit more considerate. But yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. This wine is really good. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for the story time. I'm sorry that the video is so long. I'll try and edit it down. But yeah, stay tuned to my channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share with your friends and your family and whoever you think might be interested. All right, y'all.